What up, though? And welcome back to Old School Hip Hop Head Real Reacts. And we back again with another paid subscriber request. Shout out to Just a Girl ATL for this one. And for anybody else out there who has a reaction that they want done, all you got to do is hit me up in the PayPal or the Cash App and I get to it ASAP. Or you can wait till I go live. Join the live, send your request and your donation, and I will do your reaction right there on the live. All right, man, so check it. We got some stuff I've never heard of before. So we got Eddie Brickle in the New Bohemians, and the name of the song is Little Miss S. Is that short for sunshine? I don't know. Let's get to it. What the fuck? Hold on. I thought this was about to be a happy-go-lucky, feel-good song, and it starts out shooting up stuff in her bathroom? Oh, no. We got a junkie on our hands. What's happening? Little Miss S. That could mean sunshine or smack. Why am I yelling?
Shooting up junk in the bathroom, making it with punks on the floor, living the scene out of her limousine. Little Miss S in a mini dress, living it up to die in a blink of the public eye.
Britney Spears. I think she's talking about Britney Spears. The mini dress, the limousine. Remember all the motherfucking flashing that was going on with her back when she was on the downward spiral before the people enslaved her, took control of her life and her finances, and put her to work in Las Vegas. God damn. Yo, Britney was down bad. Yo, is she still down bad? What K-Fed at? Shout out to K-Fed, yo. K-Fed won. Shout out to K-Fed. K-Fed is an inspiration to all dudes, who looking for a sugar mama? All right, man, let's keep it moving.
Die in a blink of the public eye.
Hold on. I don't want to disrespect K-Fed. You know, he is a good father, eh? Don't he got all the kids? But anyway, I think they call him kept men. He's a kept man. That's what he is. You know, he's an inspiration to kept man. Motherfuckers who don't want to work.
Day-glow paint on an electric chair, electric dye in her lover's hair. A pretty sight in the middle of the night, made up for everyone to see, swinging on the branch of a broken family tree.
What?
You got a lot of living to do.
Hold on, swinging on a branch of a tree? You know, that's triggering for my peoples. What's she talking about exactly?
Middle of the night, made up for everyone to see, swinging on the branch of an electric chair, electric dye in her lover's hair. A pretty sight in the middle of the night, made up for everyone to see, swinging on the branch of a broken family tree. That her face was alive. It was a thing just to be by her side. You got a lot of living
Now the last person she just talked about, you know what I mean, sounds like she's like just depressed, you know what I'm saying? But when she is there, when she is present, you know, she's her old self or something like that. Maybe they have bipolar disorder, who fucking knows? But then because the next line she's like, you got a lot of life ahead or something like that. So I feel like they're trying to pick that person up, but you know, that first scenario was rough. Let's keep it moving.
You got a lot of living to do with that. You got a lot of living to do with that. You got a lot of living to do with that life.
A lot of living to do without what? I guess that last scenario could apply to Britney Spears too, but I don't know. This is one I wish I had the words for.
You got a lot of living to do with that. You got a lot of living to do with that. You got a lot of living to do with that life.
Oh, her name's Edie, not Eddie. Edie Brickle. Hmm. All right, man. Yo, there it is. Little Miss S, aka Britney Spears, Little Miss Sunshine, or Little Miss Smack. Or not Little Miss, but Little Smack. I don't know which S that was for, but that song was very depressing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that song is like clickbait. You know, it wills it brings you in with that happy-go-lucky ass beat and the tone of her voice as she's singing. You know what I mean? But when you listen to the words, she's saying some horrendous shit. You know what I mean? I feel like that was like false advertisement to my brain or something, you know? But like I said before, man, I wish I had the lyrics for this one. I'm definitely going to have to check Genius and see what this song was all about. Matter of fact, before we get to the second part of this reaction, let me just take a peek at Genius to see if I was even on the right track. All right? I'll be right back. All right, man. So listen. I Googled some shit and we got a little background on this song. So the whole song is about some lady named Edie Sedgwick, and she worked with Andy Warhol, who was a very famous artist in the 1960s in New York City. He created the genre that I think they call pop art now. His most iconic, famous piece is that fucking Campbell soup can portrait. I'm sure everybody's seen that by now. So he did a lot of shit like that. And this lady was like his assistant slash servant, I guess. I don't fucking know. But it's got a couple lines from the song that they picked out here to elaborate on. They talk about the village idiots in her bed never cared that her eyes were red. So it says, this highlights the toxic, explosive social scene surrounding Sedgwick in the New York art world, where people used her fame and presence without caring about her deteriorating health, meaning they can see that she was all strung out and fucked up on drugs and shit like that, but nobody tried to intervene and help her out because they were just capitalizing off of her fame, exploiting her fame and her fortune and notoriety and shit like that. You know, that's fucked up. And then it says another line here is swinging on the branch of a broken family tree. And it says here, captures Sedgwick's troubled, wealthy background and her personal vulnerabilities. So it looks like she came from a very wealthy family. And we've all seen enough Netflix docu-series at this point and movies over the years to know that those fucking rich ass families be fucked up. You know what I mean? And then another line here: "You've got a lot of living to do without life," serves as a haunting refrain on the tragedy of burning out too fast and dying from a drug overdose at just 28 years old, which is interesting because now, between fentanyl, lean, and fucking pills, it's a whole gang of artists in the last 10 to 15 years who've died before the age of 28. You know what I'm saying? Big artists too, Juice World, the white dude Mac Miller, you know what I mean? Just to name a couple right off the bat. But it's been numerous, yo. Wow. So this shit been going on. So all right, man. Now that I get a little bit more background, the song makes a whole lot more sense. I want to send my apologies to all you Britney Spears fans out there. But hey, yo, she was going down that road, which would have been bigger. This lady was just in the art world. It doesn't even say that she was an artist. She was just affiliated and connected to Andy Warhol, who was, he's still famous. And this is 2026. But anyway, enough talking. Now, I just so happened to find a live performance. So with that being said, let's get to it. I heard two of the lines. Three. No, two. Oh no, that's three. Man, this is hilarious to me. I don't know who Edie Brickle is. The lady's name was Edie Sedgwick, so I don't know if that's I don't know what that is. The new Bohemians, I don't know who they are, but I worked in a bar that had live bands all 4 years of college. And this totally reminds me of somebody who would come into the bar like on a Wednesday night. You know what I'm saying? Like even like the whole backdrop, like the dimly lit, like they have to be in the bar. You know what I'm saying? They are not in anything that's big. No arenas, no theaters, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is a local bar somewhere, and these are just people, the type of people who you see in those bands. You know what I mean? They look just like them. But in college, just imagine these people of college age, you know what I'm saying? But we would get some older people, some older bands in there too, man. Like, like, or if you went to like some random house party, you know what I'm saying? And they had a band, like, oh man, let's keep it moving. like, like every one of these people look like like somebody who would be your teacher in junior high school, like your science teacher, your art teacher, what like any teacher, you know what I mean? And that'd be like, Mr. James or Mrs. Evans, they're in the band on the weekends. That's what the band looks like, the Bohemians, the new Bohemians. These are all their family and friends right here. Or they could be a local sensation.
Thanks to Hunter and Dixon again. And thank y'all, Blanco. Thanks, folks. So much fun tonight.
All right, man. Yo, there it is. Edie Brickell and the new Bohemians, Little Miss S, which it turns out stands for Little Miss Sedgwick. So RIP to her. Edie Sedgwick was her name. And shout out to the new Bohemians for that one. And Just a Girl ATL. So with that being said, man, yo, on to the next one. I'm out.